So we're looking at 2015 paper, and we're going to get through this quite easily. 2015 maths paper. So again, as we know it, we have 2 hours and 40 minutes to tackle this easy paper. Question 1. Question 1 usually starts with polynomials. So it starts with, it gives us f of x and g of x, and it says find the value of f of 2. So it gives us f of x and it gives us g of x. So first thing we notice that f of x is equal to, it says x squared plus 5. That's f of x. And it also gives us g of x. And it tells us that g of x is 4x minus 3. And then the question is asking us to work out what is what. So we need to work out gf of 2. So we need to work out gf of 2. So to work out gf of 2, first we need to work out what is f of 2. F of 2 is going to be, substitute 2 here, and we get 2 squared plus 5. 2 squared, so it becomes g of 2 squared plus 5. Now 2 squared plus 5, as we know it, that is now 9, and so gf of 2 works out to be g of 9. So all we need to do is substitute 9 into g of x. When we plug in 9, we're going to get 36 minus 3, which is 33. So gf of 2 is 33. That's the answer. Nice and easy, soft, no real issues. Now the second part of the question says h of x is 3x plus 5 over x minus 2, and find the inverse. So this is part A. Now we're doing part B. So them say that h of x, and h of x is equal to 3x plus 5 over x minus 2. Alright, so since h of x is 3x plus 5 over x minus 2, to find the inverse, we interchange x and y. So we're going to say x is equal to 3y. Instead of saying y, I'm going to write h inverse. So x is 3h inverse plus 5 divided by this x right here, we write h inverse minus 2. And we're trying to make h inverse a subject, so cross multiply. So we're going to get xh inverse minus 2x is equal to 3h inverse plus 5. So all we need to do is make h inverse a subject. So bring over here and bring over here. So bring over here and we're going to get x h inverse minus 3h inverse. And that's going to be equal to 2x plus 5. Nice and easy. All you need to do then is factor out h inverse. Factoring out h inverse, what we're going to get is x minus 3. H inverse times x minus 3, and that's equal to 2x plus 5. And so, all we need to do now is divide both sides by x minus 3, and that will give us h inverse. We'll divide both sides by x minus 3. That means h inverse is 2x plus 5 over x minus 3, because this cancels this. Nice and easy. So that's h inverse. So if you want to write it somewhere elsewhere, let's write it over here. We can write that h inverse is actually working out just to be 2x plus 5 over x minus 3. Nice and easy. Now the next part of question 1, it says, given that x minus 2 is a factor of k of x, factorize k of x completely. Now to do this part of the question, since they're telling us that x minus 2 is a factor, we can do polynomial division to find the other two factors. So we write down what is k of x. K of x is 2x cubed minus 5x squared plus x plus 2. Alright, and out here we have is x minus 2. And so x into 2x cubed, that leaves 2x squared. 2x squared times x, that's going to be 2x cubed. And then 2x squared times minus 2, that's going to be minus 2x squared times 2 is minus 4x squared. Then we subtract. We subtract them, minus 5x squared minus 4x squared. Minus and minus give us plus, so we get 4x squared minus 5x squared, that's just minus x squared. And then of course we bring down our plus x. Bringing down our plus x, we're going to say x into minus x squared, that's of course minus x. Then minus x times x give us back our minus x squared. And then minus x times minus 2 is plus 2x. And then we subtract them again. When we subtract them, what we're going to get is, of course, minus x squared minus x squared gone. X minus 2x, that leave minus x plus 2. So we have minus x plus 2. X into minus x, that leave minus 1. And then x times minus 1, that's going to be minus x plus 2. We subtract them, of course. Subtracting them, we get 0. Nice. So pretty much we can write that, of course, k of x is going to be equal to, k of x is going to be equal to x minus 2. And it is x minus 2 being multiplied by, right here, 2x squared minus x minus 1. So k of x is 2x squared minus x minus 1 times x minus 2. Alright? So now we can still factorize this quadratic factor here to simplify what k of x is. So it's going to be x minus 2 multiplied by, here's where it gets tricky now. So we know that a quadratic has two factors. Alright? Now we know this is 2x squared. To get 2x squared, it has to be 2x times x. And we know to get 1, it has to be 1 and 1. Now this means signs are different, but the greater one is negative. So that means when we multiply them across, right here is going to be minus, and this will be plus. Because this times this give us the 2x squared, this times this give you the minus 2x plus x, which give us what? Minus x. And so this is k of x when we factorize it. All right, so this is k of x fully factorized. So that's the solution. Nice and easy, soft. Now let's work out the other parts of the question over here. It says now solve the following equations. So it gives us an indices question and asks us to solve. So let's solve the indices question. So these indices question, they say, okay, we have 16 to the x plus 2, and they say that's equal to a quarter. So if 16 plus 16 to the x plus 2 is equal to a quarter, first thing is we know that we can write everything to base 4. We can rewrite 16 as 4 square. So we can rewrite 16 as 4 square. So it's 4 square to the x plus 2. And say 4 square is raised to the x plus 2. This is what we're getting. And that's equal to 1 over 4. That is just 4 to the minus 1. And so what are we then solving? So pretty much the equation that we're solving is we're solving 2 times x plus 2 is equal to minus 1. So what we're solving is 2x plus 4 is equal to minus 1. So what we're solving is 2x is equal to, we bring over the 4 to get minus 5. So divide through by 2 to get x is equal to negative 5 over 2. That's the solution. X is negative 5 over 2. And anytime you're in doubt, you can check it. Check your answer. X is negative 5 over 2. You can say negative 5 over 2 plus 2 and 16 raised to that power. You get your quarter, so this is indeed correct. Now the next part of the question, part 2, it's asking us to solve the log equation. We're required to solve the log of base 3 of x plus 2 log to base 3 of x plus 2 plus log to base 3 log to base 3 of, that's x minus 1, and they're telling us that that is of course equal to log to base 3 of 6x minus 8. Nice and easy, log to base 3 of 6x minus 8. So if this is what we're solving, we have no real issue. No real issue at all. So if this is what we're solving, what we can do is we can put these together as one log to write this as log to base 3 of, because log a plus log b is log ab. So we can write this as log to base 3 of x plus 2 times x minus 1. Nice and easy. And so that is going to be equal to, now this is now log to base 3 of 6x minus 8. All right. Now we could bring this over here. Now if these two are equal, if log of this is equal to the log of this, all right, then what that means is x plus 1 times x minus 1 is equal to 6x minus 8. So what we have then is, of course, pretty much what we're saying then is x plus 2 times x minus 1 is of course equal to 6x minus 8. So we may feel free to go ahead and expand this side to get, now this is working out to be x squared. That looks like x squared plus x minus 2 is equal to 6x minus 8. We can go ahead to say that we'll have x squared. Bring over the 6x so it becomes minus 5x. Bring over the minus 8 to plus 8 so it becomes plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have x squared minus 5x plus 6 equals 0. So now we can go ahead to factorize, and it looks like x minus 3 times x minus 2 equals 0. So the answer is x is either equal to 3 or x is equal to 2. That's the solution. X equals 3 or x is equal to 2. And that takes care of question 1. Of course, you can go ahead and test your answer. You know that if you put 3 here, you get log to base 3 of 5. Plus put 3 here, you get log to base 3 of 4. Log to base 3 of 5 plus log to base 3 of 4 is log to base 3 of 5 times 4, which is the log to base 3 of 20. Put the 3 here. See if we get the same. What are we saying? 3 plus 2 is 5. 3 minus 1 is actually 2. So both of them will be log to base 3 of 10, which is true. You can check it for 2 as well. So nice and easy. This question solved. That takes care of question 1. All right, now let's have a look at question 2. Question 2 is usually quadratic, and it says now, express f of x in the form a into x plus b all squared plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. So it gives us the quadratic equation, where it is telling us, of course, that f of x is equal to x squared. Actually, that's 3x squared minus 9x plus 4. All right? And it wants us to express it in the form a into x plus b all squared plus c, where a, b, and c are real numbers. First and foremost, b in this case is going to be equal to 9. That looks like minus 9 over 2a, which is 2 times 3. So what we're getting then is that b is actually working out to be minus 9 divided by 6. We can simplify minus 9 over 6 to b. That looks like 3 over 2. So minus 3 over 2. And then we can go ahead also and find what is c. C in this case is going to be equal to 4 times 3 times, that looks like 4, minus 9 squared, and all of this is divided by, all of this is going to be divided by 4 times 3, which is 12. So what this works out to be is, we're going to get the value for c now, and so c is actually 4 times 3 times 4 minus 9 squared, and all of that is divided by 12. So that works out to be, that looks like negative 11 over 4. Now that we have all of this, we can rewrite f of x now and state that, okay, f of x is equal to a, which is the coefficient of x squared, which is 3, in bracket, x plus h, or x plus b. In this case, b is minus 3 over 2. So it's x minus 3 over 2 square plus k. In this case, k is minus 11 over 4. Nice and easy. And that's f of x. Then it asks us now to state the coordinates of the minimum point of f of x. So let's state that now. So the minimum point of f of x is, the minimum point is going to be minus h, which is 3 over 2, comma k, and k is minus 11 over 4. That's going to be the minimum point of f of x. All right, and so this takes care of part A. That's part A. Nice and easy. Now part B. Part B gives us another quadratic. It gives us the quadratic 3x squared minus 6x minus 4. And they say this is equal to 0. And here what they ask us, they say now, find the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta, where alpha and beta are the roots. If alpha and beta are the roots, then we know that alpha plus beta is going to be equal to minus b over a. So alpha plus beta is going to be equal to minus 6, and that's of course divided by 3. And so alpha plus beta is 2. That's it. Next we need is alpha beta. Now alpha beta is going to be equal to c over a. So alpha beta is minus 4 over 3. That's alpha beta, 4 over 3. Now they ask us now to find the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. And so the value of 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is going to be 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. This is what we want to find. 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta is equal to, first thing we have to do is find the LCM. The LCM between alpha and beta is alpha beta. Then we're going to say alpha into alpha beta leaves beta, plus beta into alpha beta leaves alpha. So this works out to be beta plus alpha over alpha beta. But beta plus alpha is alpha plus beta, which is 2. And alpha beta is minus 4 over 3. So this works out to be 2 divided by minus 4 over 3. So you work that out, so 2 divided by minus 4 over 3, and we're getting minus 3 over 2. And that's 1 over alpha plus 1 over beta. Right? So this works out to just be minus 3 over 2. That's the answer. Nice and easy, soft. Now the next part of the question says, determine the coordinates of the point of intersection between the line y plus 11x equals 4 and 2x squared minus y plus 19 equals 0. So let's look at part C here. So part C gives us the curve 2x squared minus y plus 19 equals 0. And they also give us the curve y plus 11x equals 4. Now if y plus 11x is equal to 4, from the second equation we can make y the subject, and so y is equal to 4 minus 11x. If y is equal to 4 minus 11x, we're getting 2 times x squared minus y, and y is 4 minus 11x plus 19 is equal to 0. So substitute the equation of the line into the equation of the curve. By doing that, what we're then going to get is 2x squared minus 4 plus 11x plus 19 is equal to 0. If we simplify this, what we're getting is 2x squared plus 11x plus 15 is equal to 0. Now let's see if we can factorize this. 2x squared. How can we split this middle term now? Let us look at it good. So to factorize this now, let's see how to factorize this. We know that to get 2x squared, it has to be 2x somewhere here. It has to be 2x there and x here. And to get 15, it has to be, let's say 5 and 3. 5 and 3 should work, but where do we put the 5 and where do we put the 3? If we put the 5 here and we put the 3 here, what's going to happen? Okay, this should work. Yes, this is how we factorize it. This times this gives us a 2x squared. This gives us 6x, 11x. So this is now factorized. And so what we're getting then is x is equal to minus 5 over 2, or x is equal to negative 3. So now that we know what x is, we can also find what is y. We can find what is y. It's very easy to find what is y now. Because since we know what x is, we already know what x is now. We can find y by substituting x as minus 5 over 2 into the equation for y. And so y is 4 minus 11 times negative 5 over 2. And that will give us the y value for right there. So let's plug in and see what we get. 4 minus 11 times negative 5 over 2. 4 minus 11 times negative 5 over 2. I'm getting 63. That's 63 over 2. And when x is negative 3, we plug in right here, we're going to get y is equal to, plug in negative 3 for x, and so we get 4 minus 11 times negative 3. So I'm getting 37. Alright, and so those are the two solutions. So the two solutions we're getting are negative 5 over 2, comma, 63 over 2. That's one solution, or the next solution is negative 3, 37. Now, if you don't agree with your answers, check it back in the answer. So check it back in the answers right here. So check to see if 2 times minus 5 over 2 square minus 63 over 2 plus 19, if it gives you 0. Yes, it does. So the answers are correct. Nice and easy. Now part D. Let's see if we can fit part D down here. So part D is telling us now that an employee of a company is offered an annual starting salary of $36,000, which increases $2,400 per annum. Determine the annual salary that employee should receive in the 9th year. So in the first year, so we can write down that the first year, you're going to get their startup pay of $36,000. After you get the first year pay of $36,000, it increased. So they're telling us that the common difference D is $2,400. How much money will the employee receive in the 9th year? So to find out what they get in the 9th year, there is a formula for this. All right. What will a person receive in the 9th year? We can call it Tn. Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. All right. That's the formula to find how much you're going to make in the 9th year. A plus n minus 1 times D. And so what this works out to be then is T9, which is the ninth year, is going to be A, which is how much you made in the first year. So this is 9. T9 is how much you make in the first year. And in the first year, of course, what was made was $36,000 plus n minus 1. N minus 1 is 8 times the common difference of, that's $2,400. And so we work that out, and that will give us 36,000 plus 8 times 2,400. And that's $55,200. That's how much the person can expect to make in the 9th month. It should be 2,400. That's one way to do it. Or another way you could do it was, this is the long way now. Another way you could do it is say that how much you're going to get is 36,000 plus, this is the first month play. In the second month, it's going to increase by 2,400 plus 2,400 plus 2,400 plus 2,400 plus 2,400 plus 2,400. So this is first month pay plus next month increase, third month, fourth month, fifth month, sixth month, seventh month, plus eighth month, plus ninth month increase. And this, when you add those up, you still will get 55,200, and that would give you how much is in the ninth month. So this is an alternate way of doing it. Nice and easy. That takes care of question 2. All right, so here are all the answers. This is part 1 answer up here. Answer right there. Minimum point answer right here. Alpha plus beta answer right here. Answer right there. And then finally, here's the answer right here. So those are the solutions.